Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode here on the Shamblecraft server. And you join me here on this cozy little pier outside my cozy little hut beneath my not so cozy evil villain lair. And this evil villain lair is actually that is a tongue twister. Evil villain lair. I don't know how Doofenshmirtz does it. But basically, this place here is what it's going to be about today, because we have basically finished the outside and we have kind of started working a little bit on the inside. And the plan today is to sort of figure out where is everything going, where are we putting our entrance, where are we going to, like, where's the storage system going to be, where's the entrance going to be, where's the mine shaft going to be, what we're going to put in the discs, what we're going to put in this bit up here. Yeah, basically a lot of decisions that need to be made in this episode. So we're going to head down here to my temporary door, and you can see that I've started doing some work here, and on the screen right now you should actually be seeing a very brief time lapse of me starting work here. And what we're going to be doing, we're basically going to continue on what is going to be a longer time lapse. And oh, the creepers are blowing up everywhere. Luckily we have creeper griefing off, which is why the creepers are just sort of disappearing and doing damage, and that's it. So what we've done already, you can see the edge here. This is where the disc is going to stop. There's going to be a glass sort of fence here, and then beneath here we're going to have the second disc, and that is also going to be bottled in, and then yeah, and from there you're going to be able to see the rest of the base. So down here, the bit that we dug out, this is where a lot of the sort of the bigger stuff is going to be. We're going to have a storage system, we're going to have a super smelter, we're going to have an enchanting setup, and eventually we are also going to have a bunch of farms. And what I really want to do is to try and do a sort of Mumbo-esque type of thing, where we have a bunch of farms downstairs depositing their items into a water stream that goes across, up some sort of water elevator, and into the storage system. So I'm thinking we should be using the second disc as our base level. So if I head down here, I should at some point, there we go, be hitting the second disc. So this here is the level in which we have the second disc, and as you can tell, I've created a very dangerous base. Let me get back to you. And of course I respawned out here. God dang it. Don't worry, this bit gets cut. Okay, so that is that disc, and this here is the other disc. Let's put some lighting in here so we don't have any more incidents. And what we're going to do, we're just going to basically tear all this way. We have a little sort of staircase going on there, but it... Ah, that's where all the mobs were coming from, because I didn't light this up. That explains it. So basically, this disc is going to be... This is going to be one taller. That is why the height difference was so big. So basically what we can do, we can just do this, really. Just dig all the way up. I'm thinking this is going to be the base level at which we keep things. Like, this is going to be the ground floor. So that means the ground floor gets put on 87. And based on that, we can sort of start working out where we want things to be. So 87 is our ground level. And with that taken note of, we can keep working here in the base, keep tearing this down, and with some luck, we'll hit water and drown everyone. You know what? I'll fix that. Well, alrighty then, viewers, so we are on our way to Simon's, and the reason for that is that, as you might have seen in the time lapse, we are running into a good bit of water, and Simon has been kind enough to let us borrow some sponges. Yeah, that's not the right pool, is it? Let me try that again. But okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our way to Simon's base, finally. And the reason we're recording is because during the last stream, well, for context, viewers, so there's kind of been like a flex off between Simon and, well, everyone. But lately, Mickness has been joining the game. And last stream, there should hopefully be a clip on your screen right now. Last stream, Mickness showed off at the end of it by making a netherite beacon. And then I was told by Simon afterwards that the next time you come to my base, record and look left. So let's record and look left. Oh, sweet blithering Jesus. Oh, what in? What? Surely. Oh my lord. And of course the pile of riches with the nut chapel. What? And it's a bouncy castle. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. I think we have to give a point to Simon for this. Because this is just straight insanity. There we go. Sorry. Oh. But yeah, if I did make it clear, the reason we did come here was to borrow these sponges from Simon. Well, neat. But I think what we're going to do, since we're pretty far away, we're going to do the cheaty way of getting back. And that is to take advantage of the power of the yeet. And to do that, you need to go up to about 425. And then you need to go full speed back down, and once you hit the ground, something magical happens. There. See? You just sort of land in the sea, ages away. That is a nice little glitch there in the Minecraft. Totally not video editing or anything like that. And yeah, a very effective way to get home. Well, with the sponges at the ready, let's get back to building. Well, okay then, viewers, so we've kept going with the work, as you could see in the time-lapse, until we actually reached the point where we were absolutely out of materials. So, during last night's stream, it is now Sunday morning, and during Saturday night's stream, we actually ended up making a lot of concrete, filling up a full shulker. We then gathered up everything that I found in the other shulker, with some of the spare stacks, and then I got so lucky we actually had almost a full shulker, just sort of split here and there. So when I gathered everything up, we actually ended up with, in addition to this, almost 4 full shulkers of grey concrete, and that is quite nice. Turns out I had actually almost a shulker and a half basically sitting in my spawn island base that I'd completely forgotten about. So yeah, that's neat. Then we should have at least enough concrete to do the first bit here, because as I was talking about on stream, what happens next now is we need to take that sort of black roof there, and we need to keep it going this way. So if I go over here, you will see that the roof height here is, if I do this, looking at, where is it? What does it say? I can never remember where it says which block you're looking at. Oh, there it is, targeted block. Okay, so that is 102 and 96. So we're going to want to put in a concrete roof on 102 all the way across, and yeah, that's going to be interesting to say the least, because as you can see, it's quite a ways down. But luckily, we had Newt show up here with a box full of scaffolding, so hopefully we can use that to get some work done. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bed here. Well, that didn't help. What we need to look into, and this is something that I discussed on stream as well, I think it's time that we finish up the inside of the disc bits so that we can actually start using this section as our sort of house instead of using the hut down by the beach. So yeah, I'll head back into build mode, and hopefully there should be some sweet time lapses for you to see
of this being done. Well, okay then, a couple of hours have passed and we've actually gotten a lot of work done in terms of these sections over here. As you can see, the floor is now mostly in. I haven't done too much in this area because I don't really know how we're going to do this section here. This here is probably going to be some sort of elevator area heading downstairs. There's going to be a wall going basically right here. You can see that I've sort of started putting in the edge, so this is going to go further like this. That is actually going to be like so. So that is going to be that corner, and that is going to keep going there. So yeah, I really like how this is looking so far. We now have the staircase going up here. You can see the top section is even more finished. We've added some glass. I haven't filled it completely in yet, since right now it's quite nice to be able to sort of fly through there. But I might end up just completely covering that with glass, and the reason is that I sort of want to separate the different areas, but at the same time I want to avoid the sort of I want the base to be both aesthetically pleasing but also practical. So this section here is going to be covered up. We're going to have a wall going straight up there, and the nether portal and everything is going to be in this end. The reason for putting it in this end is that Newt's base is right over there, about like 200-300 blocks that way. So I would like to keep the portals, like my portal and his portal, with as big distance as possible, so we don't risk the two sort of going out of sync. But yeah, really happy with how that sort of purple border there came in. Going to have a disc section up there, a disc section down there. This is sort of going to be the, I guess, living quarters. This is where we're going to have maybe, the enchanting station, an ender chest, the bed. We'll have some basic supplies up there. And then at some level down here, we're going to have the storage system. I haven't decided if I want to put the storage system at, because I mean that up there, that is 97, that there is 87, and down there is 67 in Y levels. And I haven't really decided, do I want to put another floor in at Y equals 77 and maybe put the storage system there? Or do I want the storage system to go all the way down to 67? So yeah, haven't really decided on that. But one thing I am going to be adding is a lot of glass details. There's going to be glass bridges going across so that you can sort of appreciate the scale of this place. And hopefully that is going to really help in the sort of quest to make this look like an evil villain lair. But yeah, sort of making it up as I go. We have a design for this, but the problem is that the design I've built in Plot World is much smaller scale. However, we will be using the key elements, especially the sort of lighting elements. You can almost see it a bit over there, how the light makes the purple concrete a very cold bluish purple, and the further into the shadows you go, it turns more into a like a plum color, like a warm reddish purple. And that is something we're going to be taking advantage of using sea lanterns and purple glass that I've already done some tests with on Plot World, and it looks amazing. But I think the next bit to do really is to decide what levels do we want the different things at, where do we want the entrances and exit to be, and from that we can sort of start completing the shell that goes around everything. So I'll keep working on that and I'll get back to you.
Well, alrighty then, viewers. You join me here again on the main island because I've just been off to my starter base getting some stuff. And what we need to do now is head back over to our base and continue work. And yeah, there's just one little thing. So I haven't been online for a couple of days because I've been very busy at work. And also my office has been extremely hot, making it borderline impossible for me to actually play in the evenings. So what I'm going to do, just going to very quickly get to sleep so it's day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have a look at something that appears to have just, I don't know, popped out of my chimneys. Yep. Crane Towers. We have some comedians on this server, and I need to find out who this is so I can make sure that payback ensues. But, I mean, we've gone down this road before on several other servers, and yeah. This means war. But that war is going to have to wait until the next episode because we really need to finish our base. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump back into time-lapse mode and finish the inside. Well, alrighty then viewers, as you can see, progress is really going ahead. We've gotten a heap of work done here on our base. We are basically almost done with this wall here, and it is turning out very cool. I really like how the purple and the grey works together, and especially when you got the sea lanterns and the stuff sort of helping with the lighting. So yeah, really happy with how this base is starting to look. But sadly, that is all the time I have for this episode. This episode has already taken ages for me to record, and I still have to edit it so that you can have it by the weekend. Hopefully today for you is going to be either, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I did promise I'd have this out by the weekend, so I'm really hoping I haven't broken that promise. But in the next episode, we're going to keep working here on the base. Hopefully we'll get started on some of the redstone-y bits, like the storage system and the super smelter that we've sort of figured out on stream where we want to put. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because it should be exciting. I mean, valueless redstone. What could possibly go wrong? But for now, thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you very much for all the support you've given to my episodes and to the Q&A video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye!